Who doesn't want top quality audio in your videos? As creators, when it comes to our videos, audio is super important. Not only does it help our video look better, sound better, but it also helps keep our audience more engaged. And that's why I've got 10 DaVinci Resolve FAIRLIGHT tips for you today. Hopefully these tips are gonna help make your audio editing a little bit smoother, a little bit easier, and just help you get the job done quicker. But if you're new here, my name is Jason Yadlovski. Make a lot of DaVinci Resolve tutorials to help you guys get going in DaVinci Resolve, as well as a lot of audio tutorials here in Resolve, because I love me some good audio. All right, let's jump into Resolve and check out these 10 tips. Jumping right into DaVinci Resolve here, we are in the FAIRLIGHT tab, so hit the musical notes at the bottom. And tip number one here is how you can zoom around and move around your timeline a little bit easier. So you can come up here and use these sliders right here, and that's just fine. You can do that if you want. But if you've got a mouse with a middle mouse wheel, which you should because it comes in super handy here in DaVinci Resolve, we can use some modifier keys to help us navigate around our timeline without having to use these little sliders up here. First one here is to hold down your shift key and then use your middle scroll wheel, and you can see it zooms vertically here on your timeline. Now, if you let go of the shift key and just use your middle mouse wheel, it's going to scroll up and down your audio tracks. So you can navigate up and down really quickly. Now, if you hold your Option key on a Mac or Alt key on a PC and use your middle mouse wheel, it's going to zoom in and out horizontally. And if you use your Control key on a PC or your Command key on a Mac and scroll your middle mouse wheel, it's going to pan up and down the timeline. So it makes it real easy to use these couple of keys to just zoom in and out, move up and down, move back and forth on your timeline without having to come up here and use the little tools up here in the toolbar. Super handy, and I use them all the time. Tip number two, you want to rename your tracks. So you want to stay organized and make sure that you know what is going on where. You want to name your music tracks, name your sound effects tracks, name your dialogue tracks with the different speakers and things like that. Just stay organized. And how do you do that? Well, in FAIRLIGHT here, you just come to your tracks. You can double click a track and we can name it whatever we want. I'm going to call this Screen Record. Boom, there you go, tracks renamed. Stay organized, keep your tracks named, things that you know what they are, that make sense. It's only gonna help you out with your editing because you're gonna be organized and you're gonna know exactly where everything is. So rename your tracks, that's tip number two. Tip number three, you can cut clips right here in FAIRLIGHT. You don't have to jump back to the edit tab, and there's a few ways that we can do it. One way is to use the scissors right up here. So you place your playhead wherever you want and hit the scissors and it's gonna make a cut for you. Gonna undo that. You can use the keyboard shortcut, which is what I would do. And in this case, for the razor here, my keyboard shortcut is S because I changed it. By default, it's Command or Control B, I believe, to make a cut. But I can put my playhead wherever I want. I'm going to hit the S key. Boom, it's going to go ahead and make a cut for me. And it's easy to do that right here in FAIRLIGHT. Why would you want to do that? Sometimes you need to adjust your music, your audio-only tracks. You don't need to affect the video. You just need to adjust those audio tracks. So you can make your cuts and adjust your clips like that right here in FAIRLIGHT. Super helpful and handy, and I use it all the time. Tip number four here is moving tracks up and down vertically on a timeline using some keyboard shortcuts. So let's say in my timeline here in FAIRLIGHT, I'm going to select my clip and I need to move it up or down a track. Well, I can do that real easy by just holding my Option or Alt key after I select my clip and using my arrow keys. And then I can just move it straight up and straight down and really just move it to whatever track I want. Super handy. I use that all the time because sometimes I drop some sound effects onto my timeline here and I want to move them to my track that's labeled sound effects. Can move them up and down real quick, real handy. I use that feature all the time to make sure my audio is going straight up and straight down. Tip number five here I use all the time, and that is to copy and paste clips here in FAIRLIGHT. For example, if I want to copy and paste this sound effect right here, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put my playhead right at the beginning of the clip and watch what happens here when I put my playhead at the clip. I'm going to go ahead and select the clip, Command or Control C to copy it, move my playhead to another spot, and you can see it's actually showing up there on the playhead itself. Command or Control V, boom, there it goes. So that's how you can easily copy and paste your sound effects or any audio right here in FAIRLIGHT. Now, another quick little tip here is if I put my playhead, say right up here, now I select my clip and I hit Command or Control C to copy it, and I move my playhead ahead. Notice it keeps that gap between the clip and the playhead. I feel like that's kind of new here, maybe in Resolve 18. I don't know, I never noticed it happening before. But hey, that's how it works here. So if I hit Command or Control V, boom, it's going to paste it way back there. Now, maybe you want to put it on another track. So if I come down, I just select my audio track 6, and then I put my playhead wherever I want to paste it, Command or Control V, it's going to paste it on the track 6. And all you had to do was just select the track so that it's highlighted. DaVinci Resolve will automatically paste your audio clip that you copied onto that specific track. So super handy, super helpful. I'm always copying audio clips, and that's how you do it right here in Fairlight. Tip number 6 here is to fade clips in and out. Sometimes I want to blend clips together. Sometimes I just want it to fade in, fade out. How do we do that real quick here in Fairlight? And it also actually works in the Edit tab. Check it out. So in my timeline here, I've got my audio clip. And as long as my clip has a decent width vertically, or decent height vertically, we'll get our little handle. You can click your handle, drag it in, and then boom, your clip is faded in. You can click on this little dot right here, and you can change the way the clip fades in. Do you want it to come in quickly, come in slow, and then ramp up a little bit quicker at the end? That's up to you, however you want to do it, but that's how you can quickly fade in and fade out clips in Fairlight right here. Also works in the Edit tab. Real quick and easy, fading clips. And I use that trick all the time. Tip number 7 is adjusting audio levels. Pretty much the first thing you want to do after you bring your audio into DaVinci Resolve is adjust those levels so that you know you've got good levels for your audio clip. So the first thing you want to do is open your mixer, because the mixer is going to tell us where our levels are currently sitting. I'm going to just show you with my music track right here. This is track number 5. So in my mixer, scroll to track number 5. I just have it muted so we don't hear it right now. But if I play through the clip, we can see we're around -20 and -15 dB about. So if I wanted to change my levels, on our clip we have this gain line. We can select that and drag it up to make it louder, drag it down to make it quieter. So that's one way you can set your levels. This gain line also corresponds to, opening our inspector, the volume that we see in our inspector right here. So if we move this, you notice on the timeline, our waveforms are getting louder and quieter. So they both do the same thing. I usually use the gain line on the clip just because it's there, it's quicker, and it's a little bit easier. Now, when you notice, if I click on this gain line, I go up and down, those numbers jump pretty quick, right? The dB level there. So if you hold the shift key, then that dB level is going to move a whole lot slower and allow you to be a lot more exact with it. So handy little tip there to keep in mind. Another way that you can adjust your levels if you're doing some EQ work, for example, here's our EQ. Let's say we just made some changes in here, whatever, and we want to boost the levels a little bit. You can boost the gain right over here or reduce it, whatever you need to do, right here in the EQ. Because sometimes when we apply EQ, we might lose a little bit of our volume or levels, and this way you can boost it back up and get the proper levels that you need. Another way is if you're using some dynamics. Now, let's say I turned on the compressor here and it's a little bit quiet. I can come over and grab my makeup slider and boost that up. And that's going to be another way that I can boost my levels here in DaVinci Resolve for any one of my audio tracks. Now, keep in mind the dynamics as well as the EQ are going to apply to the whole track level, not just the clip level. And the last way that you could do it here is to use one of your effects. A lot of the effects, for example, here's the delay effect. When I open it up, we have a level on the output of the effect, because as audio comes into an effect, sometimes it's going to lose a little bit of volume or levels as it goes out of the effect. So we can boost the levels on the way out of the effect. Now, keep in mind, if you're doing it this way in the mixer, it's going to apply to the entire track. If you have an effect applied just to one clip and you adjust the levels, it'll only apply to that one clip. So keep that in mind, but you can come here, boost or reduce your levels, and that way you get the proper volume and the proper levels that you need for your particular audio clip or your audio track. And the last way that I like to adjust levels that helps you fine tune it at the end after you're pretty well set with your mix is down here using the fader. So you can move this up and down, and that's also going to be another way that you can adjust your levels and adjust your volume a little bit. And I like to use the fader at the very end just to kind of make sure my mix sounds good between my music, my sound effects, the dialogue, and all that. And I'll fine tune it just with the fader at the very end, make sure everything sounds good and blends together nicely. So those are some of the ways that you can adjust your audio levels here in DaVinci Resolve. And that should be the first thing that you do in the process of audio editing. Tip number 8 here is zooming into the sample level. So looking at our timeline, if I zoom in and keep zooming in more and more and more, you can see we can really start to see the audio waveforms here. If I just zoom way in, let's come to, let's say like right about there. If I zoom way in, we'll get these points. And now that is the sample level of our audio. So if we have a loud click, a pop, some kind of spike that we need to get rid of, we can come in here and we can just click these guys and drag them down, you know, for a little section there around a pop or a spike in audio. And then that's going to help take care of that and bring down the volume of just that one part. So zooming in the sample level, while I don't use it all the time, it is handy if you've got a loud click, pop, spike, something like that that you need to fix. This is how you can do it. Zoom into the sample level, grab those points, and drag them down a little bit. Number 9 here is another one that I use all the time, and that is looping your audio playback so we can edit our audio. I like to loop it so that way I can hear the changes that I'm making and see how it affects a particular section of a clip. So how do we do that? Well, let's zoom back out here, close up some of these guys, clean up this window a little for you. So let's say I wanted to hear this part over and over again right here. So the first thing I want to do is come and use my range selection tool. And I'm going to just select the range that I want to hear. And notice it sets some in points and out points. Then you want to make sure that your looping playback is turned on right here. Now, this only loops the playback. It doesn't copy something down the timeline. It's only looping your playback. Now, to start the loop on the playback, you want to use your Option key on a Mac or Alt key on a PC and your /. And then now it's just going to keep playing that part of the clip over and over again. And I like to use this to take a section of, say, dialogue and loop it so that way I can hear how my audio edits are affecting the clip, right? I'm going to make changes. Maybe I'm working with the EQ. How is my changes affecting the clip? And I like to just hear that same part over and over again. And it just gives me a good idea of what I'm doing and helps me hone in on getting the sound that I want for a particular audio clip. So looping audio playback, use it all the time. I love it. And that's how you do it here in Fairlight. And the last and final tip, number 10 here I have for you, is to make use of these 3 or 4 buttons that are underneath the track name in Fairlight here. So taking a look at my MKE 600 track here, I've got a lock button. The lock button is going to lock your track so you can't make any changes. It's going to gray it out. That way, if you know that track is set, you don't want to accidentally change anything, you don't want to make any cuts, you're good to go. Boom, lock that track. Then you don't have to worry about touching it. The next one is arming your track to record. So if you are recording directly into DaVinci Resolve, which I do often, you can arm your track to record. And if you don't arm it, then Resolve will not record on your track. So arm to record, super handy and helpful, and you have to use it if you're recording directly into Resolve. The next button here is the solo button, and this is going to solo or play only the track that has the solo button turned on. Now you can solo multiple tracks at once, so you can have, say, 3 tracks soloed because you only want to hear those 3 tracks. But turning that on, and I use this a lot with dialogue, and I'm editing my dialogue. I only want to hear the dialogue. I don't want to hear my music. I don't want to hear my sound effects. I've got my rough, mixed together, but I only want to hear one audio track while I'm trying to edit it or work on it. I'm going to use that solo button because it's quick and easy to just play that one track and not have to worry about muting or turning off other tracks. So solo button is handy. I use it all the time for editing audio. And finally, we have the mute button here. So let's say, for example, you've got some scratch audio from your camera and you need it in the timeline so you can line things up, sync it with your good audio. But you don't need it running all the time. You just need it there when you get started and in case you need to realign something or something like that. Use the mute button right here. And that is going to mute the entire track. You won't hear it. You don't have to worry about it. It's muted. You're good to go. You can still make cuts and edit the track if you want, but it's muted and you won't hear it. So you don't have to worry about any of the audio that's on that particular track. So that is 10 tips for working in the timeline in Fairlight here. If you guys love audio like I do, you can jump into Fairlight, do a little audio work, and we can do a lot of audio work right in the Edit tab now, which is fantastic. You don't have to jump into Fairlight, and a lot of these tips will still work in the Edit tab as well. With that said, guys, hope these tips were helpful for you, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Peace.